Hi everyone, I'm back at the TV. We had Jomer just 3 minutes before me, like 5 minutes, and we'll be back with me, Fosca. So with me today, we have two people. I need to get used again to the TV. Luckily, we have a wonderful crew that helped me out. We have with me two wonderful people again. Everyone is wonderful, I think, here. And sorry guys. As usual, I'm Italian, but like we have an Italian guy, so it's never been here. It's your first time, Roberto. Like is working with Roberto, and Matteo in Tech Manager Italia, and we have Riccardo with us.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yes, and we have Julien, and you all like actually it's kind of nice because you have been here for.
This is my 10th edition.
Like,
yeah, one out, out against 10. So it's basically no competition out there.
Yeah, we have Julien, and a lot of people already knew him. We are speaking today about work. Why? I changed country, so I'm no longer living in Italy, but I'm working in Belgium right now for Havas. And for me, it's kind of interesting how the world is evolving nowadays towards everything, like how we change it, how the world is changing around us, how we change with it. We spoke a lot about AI. So I also want to understand how other people perceived it. And I have two great examples here, like also Riccardo, now you're a freelancer, but you are collaborating a lot with Tag Manager Italia.
Yeah, I'm a partner of them, so a strict partner of them, yes.
So it will be
2 years now with them, but actually I'm on my independent consulting business to 5th year now, so.
Okay, so you are gonna explain us how you get there.
The whys and the when and what happened basically maybe. And what drove my change.
That's super nice. And also, Julien, if I'm not wrong, you were one of the founder of Media Monks, or I guess.
Oh no. But I'm one of the, let's say, the older members of well, now former members of the data team. We'll talk about that later. But yes, I left them mid-December.
Okay, so it's also nice to see how you're approaching also this new phase of your life. And I had a really nice chat with you. It's kind of seems that you have really nice ideas as well, and it could be nice to understand both of you how you handled your work life, and it maybe could resonate with the people at home. And if you also get some input for us, it will be nice to read afterwards. So let's begin with you, Riccardo. Is okay?
Fine.
Okay. So
yes,
let's present yourself to.
Yes, of course, to the people. Attending this interview, and maybe some already knows me, some not. Actually, I'm Riccardo Malesani. I'm from Italy, like you, Northern Italy actually. But I live in Tuscany now, and I've been working in analytics field for this year will be 12 years, so a pretty long road. And my educational background and work experience at the end meshed together, but was pretty different one to each other, because I started with an educational background in business and marketing, and then I moved to statistics in my last part of a university path. But then I have this, very, very deep passion about coding and programming and web development. So at the end of the day, I ended up working as a web developer for years, and this is my main job experience, okay? So I did a lot of things in the digital, but mainly in the web development. The old days, PHP, MySQL, Oracle, and front-end development engineering. But then I moved to analytics in 2013. And from then, I've been working mainly on the consulting side. So I never worked for company, in reality. I worked before getting into analytics and development. The early years of working experience. But then I've been working on consulting for most of my analytics life. And I changed company, I changed agency, and the last one I would say I'm proud of having spent 4 years and a half in this company, Italian company that is very renowned all over the world. And I was leading a small team of 4 people, 5 people, like head of. But then I quit in 2020, in the first year of the pandemic. Many things changed. And I felt the need of, first was taking a break for me, because I was at the point that probably I need to recover, because when you work in, EV consulting business, there's kind of pressure. I was doing a lot of operation and management together because we were maybe struggling a little bit to evolve as a team. We struggled to find new people. And this forced me to keep working a lot in the operation. I like it, but at the end of the day, it was kind of pressure on top and managing the team. This was probably the reason why I kind of burned out a little bit. Yeah. So I need to stop to recover myself. I from May 2020 to the end of the year, I was keeping recovering myself, healing, and having a lot of interviews. And it was December, so the end of that year, that very particular year of a pandemic. And I had an offer, but at the same time, it was starting to me the idea of take this particular time to make a real change in my life, in my working life, and doing independent. And I was having the first maybe contacts was one of my previous clients, and I had some other companies that I've been knowing for years before. And so came to my mind the idea of, okay, I can do my stuff instead of finding another job. But I had an offer. It was in Germany, so I had to relocate in case. It was pretty good, but at the end, I always felt this entrepreneurial, feeling inside myself. I've always been known to build my stuff at the end of the day.
It's kind of nice, to also have the opportunity
to do it.
And can I stop you one second here, and then I will return back to you. Okay. But it's kind of resonates with me a lot, that because you're kind of this position now, no? Like you're trying to see, Julien, what you can do now in your life. You're taking time for yourself and see where you can go, because as I understand, right now you're in this period of your life where you are in searching or for a new job or deciding to have your kind of business, if I understood correctly.
Sure. So hi, I'm Julien. I turned 50 in 2 weeks, so I'll be the 50-year-old white male, so not necessarily the best demographic to hire. But
I will turn 41 in 2 months, but actually.
Yeah, I rest my case. You're
no competition again.
But no, seriously, it's a not going to say anything that's disparaging or anything. But let's say I didn't exactly choose to leave my company despite what you might hear. But essentially, now I'm at a stage where I can, a bit like Riccardo in a way. So take some time for myself to recharge. Not necessarily heal, because I was sort of mentally checked out for 6 months before I left the company. So so I sort of already had some time to think about things, but me leaving made it more concrete, as in I took steps to create a basic company to start doing work if I need to, because I'm going to get bored very quickly. So there's only so much time I can spend about myself, my family, my pets, my cooking, martial arts, whatever.
Your raspberry.
Exactly. So getting back on the saddle is also very important, because otherwise my wife is going to go nuts, because I'm going to be too grumpy. So taking the steps to start work again, or at least preparing the groundwork in case something happens or doesn't happen. That's important. And we discussed, I'm already having a few interviews, but at the same time, I'm in a position where I can wait a bit more. I have maybe 6-7 months ahead of me. So I don't have to rush into grabbing the first job that comes along. I'm in a position where I can be a bit more demanding about what the job is going to be. I live in the south of France.
Not bad, actually.
I have structured my work life for the last 20 years or so to be able to work from home.
That's good.
When DSL came around, all all I needed was like a modem and then a train station not too far off, and I was all set. So I want to keep working that way if possible, even if it means, I'll play ball, like start a job, I'll be there in the office to begin, and then maybe go back home on a regular basis. I'm not sure. But again, I feel that with my experience, I'm in a better position to negotiate. So we'll see what happens.
It's nice to have both of your point of views. And the market is changing. You're not the first person, I don't think neither the last, that will be in this situation. But what I see is really empowering, because anyhow you're trying to find again a way to continue, and I don't think it's the easiest way if you're
not actually. This is very important, I think, Fosca, because I think the easiest way probably is not the best often. To me, the pandemic time again was very pivotal moment, not only because, as I told you, I changed my work experience, I went independent, but also because I also, immediately after, we also relocate. Oh. So everything moved together in from 2020 up to 2022, where actually we moved to Tuscany, where we find a new place to stay. We wanted to be more close to greens, to be more in a place where to grow as a human being, and be in touch with the easy thing and probably the more straightforward things in the life that we miss out, like simply having a vegetable garden. Yeah. As I wanted for a long time. Now I have, or I don't know, maybe just be able to go out my door and just have a walk in the woods or take my mountain bike without taking the car. Before I was forced in, urban area of Milan, even when having a trip, always stay in the car, in the queues, at traffic. Now the worst thing that can happen to me is having, like a tractor, people working in the fields in front of me, from my car. This is the worst thing that can happen about traffic now. So it's very beautiful. And this is possible because we can work remotely. Yeah. So obviously I moved to the clients, to the company, to the manager Italy, that is currently based where I've been living for my entire life. So I found out Matteo is close. My original, birthplace and Matteo's one are basically, I think, like 1 kilometer away to each other, but we didn't know before. So it's crazy. You're right, we're in the same place same kind of growing habits, countryside of Veneto region, vineyard all around, and then we met each other working together a long time after that. And so it's about balance, but obviously it requires effort. It's not an easy thing. You need to take risks. Yeah, going independent is taking a risk. It's not for everyone, I think. I was talking about that in the morning with someone, I don't remember who, that you need to be able to go to the uncertainty, especially if you come from the company where the company is providing you with project, with clients. And also, I say maybe it's not for everyone because it requires not only technical stuff that we all need as we are tech guys, as we are developers, as we are analysts and whatever we are, but we also need a business mind frame for considering all of that. For example, I had to learn a lot about legal matters, about data privacy, about contracts I need to make with clients. I never had before this need, this requirement to go into paperwork. Some paperwork is needed, it's required, or just positioning into the market or something like that. I mean, having been I was for 1.5 years like team leader, this helped me, about that, to understand how to relate with clients directly and offers and proposals, etc. But it requires effort, but I can say it's worth trying out that. If someone wants, obviously.
I really agree with that. I was a freelancer as well for a time, so I kind of understand what it means and how much it's difficult if also you don't have a community around. So we need to wrap up. These are really interesting subjects. I really appreciate both you, Riccardo, and you, Julien, to come here and share your experience. And maybe it would be nice to wrap up a bit and also remind ourselves that we are not alone. There is a big and huge community out there, and I think a lot of people resonate, and a lot of people now are maybe in a difficult situation due to the world we are living in. And it's nice also that conference like that allows us to remind ourselves that you're not alone, and there are people out there that always want to give us a hand or job or try a way maybe to make back up. Sure. I hope.
Collaboration.
I
mean, I'm freelancing, but I also maybe taking some help sometimes, and also now my if you want to say about my current state is about going beyond and partnering with like having a society with someone and let's see, I don't know, let's see, but I found myself beyond now, like, okay, now I want to move with other people now in a different way than when you stay in a company, but now it's the next step for me. I maybe it would be like that. Let's see.
So thanks a lot. As well. Yeah, thanks a lot again. I'm sorry, it's really interesting, but we need to close.
Thank you, Fosca.
Let's also hope that Super Week or the people at home will give a hand, and let's use also the Super Week TV, Super Week, whatever, to exchange possibility for everyone. That could be helpful. And see you soon, because we will see you with Kelly. And I don't remember whole. But we will see in 5 minutes. I'm sorry, and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Having a good Super Week.